friends, and welcome back to another video. In today's video, we're jumping right in, no previews, and I am getting right into it, showing you a game-changing way to deep clean your cabinets, and it's quick. I love this new method that I tried out, and I will no longer be putting off the task of cleaning my cabinets like I used to, because this was so easy, so quick, and it was so much better than trying to climb up on my cabinets than to try to get down on my knees and scrub. You are gonna love this new method, and I can't wait to share it with you. I will also be getting so much done downstairs in my house today. I'll be doing some much needed dusting, vacuuming. I'll be tidying up in my kitchen and my downstairs as well. But every day I have to get some cleaning done, but I cannot spend a lot of time doing it. So every day tends to be a speed cleaning day for me and a race against the clock to see what I can get done in the least amount of time. So if that sounds like you and you're wanting some motivation today to get some things done, or you just want a cleaning buddy, you've come to the right place, and I'm gonna quit talking and let's get to cleaning. So this method is just a little capful or two of the Mr. Clean multi-purpose cleaner and hot water in the mop bucket and your O-Cedar spin mop. This made it so much easier to tackle all of this grime. It is very hard to pick up on the camera, and a lot of that is paint chips, but then you can see the difference. Like there's splatter from probably cooking over here by my stove. It's got food, milk that's been spilled by my kids when they drop their cups. There was just so much gunk and grime built up on these cabinets from little hands and cooking and all of the things. This needed to be done so bad, and this, using the O-Cedar spin mop and then just a little bit of multi-purpose cleaner and hot water, made this task so much easier and go by so much faster. I don't think I'll ever go back. This was such an easy, wonderful method. So if you want to try it out, I highly recommend it. And I didn't have to climb up on a single ladder or get up on my cabinets. I love this new method, and I hope you guys can see it. I will let you know, I lost the footage at the very end of me finishing dumping the dirty water, which was disgusting, and then showing you the final walk around. But if you'll look throughout the video, you'll see how clean my cabinets look right now. But I apologize. I don't know what happened, but I did lose that footage. So I will jump from here straight into dusting. Somehow the footage has gotten lost. I apologize. So here I am quickly just taking my duster to all of my shutters and really giving them a good dusting. I've got my helper. I gave him an extra duster too. So if you've got a helper, give him a duster or a microfiber cloth or something to help you alongside. And he was really enjoying that. And then I was going through inside and just vacuuming out the window sills. It'd been a little while. I did a really good deep clean of these in the spring going into the fall, I believe, and they have stayed really well. So it wasn't near as bad this time because I've been trying to kind of keep up with that. So I am going through and getting that all done. I will get all the dusting done, and then I have finished my cabinets as well. And then that's all I work on this day. And then the next following day, because I did all of that dusting, I'm going to come back through and do some vacuuming. Can you help me? Be careful. Slow. Slow. Come close it. Thank you. Good job. High five. Boom. I have talked about this duster so much in several of my videos, but I love it. It is extendable. It can go really short for those short, not as high places, and you can extend it up so you can reach your light fixtures, your ceiling fans. You can even get the corners of your room to get those cobwebs. And then I love that it is bendable, so you can bend it where it will go over and kind of grip your ceiling fan as you're seeing here and really grab all of that dust, and then you can bend it back to the straight shape. I always have this linked in the description box below in case you're interested, but I just love this fan, especially being short. It really helps make dusting so much easier for me. One other thing, I just wanted to apologize for the lighting. It is so hard to keep the lighting and white balance and everything right when you are going into the windows versus the windows coming in behind your camera. So I apologize. I know there's little spots of darkness and just hard to see. It's the best I can do with the lighting and going into those windows, but I did want to try and get some of those angles so you could see me dusting and doing some of those things to help you, remind you to get in certain places if you don't remember to do some of these things. I love watching these cleaning videos of other people because it reminds me to do things that I don't typically remember or had forgotten or maybe have never done. There's been spaces and things that I'm like, I've never actually done that. So that's why I wanted to show you guys that, but I apologize. It's very hard to get the lighting right when you're going right into the windows like that. It looks like it was actually 2 days after I dusted that I got to the vacuuming. Usually I try to vacuum the next day, but all I got done that day was unloading the dishwasher and tidying up a little bit, and then I had to go. It has just been wild. I'm sure, I don't know what it is about the holidays that things are just chaotic and there's so much more on your plate. And so I just couldn't get, some days I literally unload the dishwasher and that's all I get done. So I like to share that with you guys to help you know that you're not alone, and it's normal that some days are just more productive and others are not. So, but here I am going through and getting everything vacuumed really well. You'll see me vacuum later in this video as well, but this was vacuuming just after the dusting, and then I do another vacuum. I try to vacuum as much as possible, so you will see a little extra vacuuming in this video. You are also going to see my new, I don't know what you would call it, my new machine, my new appliance, my new cleaning tool. I'm going to be sharing my Tenco iFloor 2 that I got as Christmas present. It came early and my husband just let me go ahead and open it up because I was dying to use it, and I am loving it. I will share more about it here in a minute, but it is making my life so much easier on my hard surfaces of my floor because it cleans, it vacuums, and it mops all in one. It's fantastic.
'Cause you can make it too. Says who? Yeah, you can make it too. If not says who? You can make it. You had great patience, but something knocked you out. You felt your limitations and filled your mind with doubt. You wanna stay chill right now, and don't let your eyes off the prize. I know you want it to be easy.
So are you a person who loves vacuuming or hates vacuuming? I have to say it is probably one of my favorite things to do. It's like almost therapeutic, I guess. I love vacuuming. All the more reason why I'm so excited about my new little cleaning tool to play with, because it is a vacuum mop all in one. But I just love vacuuming. What about you? I'd love to know, is vacuuming your thing? Is there any type of cleaning task that you find therapeutic like I do with vacuuming? I just love running a vacuum. Now, I'm not saying that I'm always in the mood to run a vacuum, but I do love vacuuming. There's something about it. It's almost like a dance. You get your steps going and just kind of get in the mode, and it's just very therapeutic. Let me know in the comments below, what is that task for you? Is it vacuuming? Is it washing dishes? Doing the laundry? None of it? Let me know below.
Have what it takes inside, 'cause you can make it too. If not says who? Yeah, you can make it too. If not says who? You can make it. If not says who? Yeah, you can make it too. If not says who? You can make it.
I've been trying my best for a while, trying to please everyone who's around me. I've been putting on a fake smile, even though I'm wasting time. I don't want to be trapped in a box, trying to be like the rest when I'm not. I just wanna go my own way, gonna let the past burn down, 'cause honestly don't wanna be stuck in boring conversations with you.
So you will see we are on to another day. I believe this is day 4. This all took place over 4 days of cleaning. You will see that some days I get a whole lot more done than others, but that is just life. Give yourself that grace that you know that some days you cannot do as much as others. And I will say, trying to get things done with a toddler is extremely challenging because he is right behind you undoing everything. So those are the times when you just say, you know, these moments are fleeting and they grow so fast, so you just try to soak it all in and just stop. You do what you can, and then you just stop and you play. I try to let my kids see me do some of this stuff though, so that it becomes a normal thing, that they don't just assume I'm going to do everything for them, or that it just happens, but that they actually see me doing the work and they see me doing these things. And I've noticed that my daughter, and even Dallas, like, he wants to vacuum and he wants to do some of these things. And then my daughter, who is 6, she really has an interest in helping. And I think part of it, at least for me and my family, what has helped is they've always seen me doing these things. I don't just not do them when they're around. I do stuff when they're around too. You know, I play with them and do things, but I also make sure they see me cleaning, so that it becomes a normal thing that they realize. I try to tell them all the time, you know, the house doesn't clean itself, and I'm not the only one who lives here. So make sure that you are letting your kids see you do these normal things, so that they know that it takes work to get some of these things done and keep a house clean and orderly and all of the things. At least that's what I'm trying to teach my kids, so that they see their mom doing these things, and that they don't just assume somehow it gets done but never learn to do it. I am trying to actively teach them as well. And now I am getting another load of laundry going, and then I'm going to hop right back in the kitchen and get this kitchen tidied up. And don't worry, the demonstration of my new fun cleaning tool is coming very, very soon. So I'm spraying my Microban multi-purpose cleaner, and you don't see it, but I let that sit. It says on the bottle how long. I can't remember if it was like 3 to 5 minutes, I think, to let it disinfect. I really wanted to just disinfect surfaces as we're in that cold and flu season. I just try to do that as much as possible. So I did that on my glass, and then it was super streaked. So if you're using this on glass, just know you're gonna have to come back behind it with a glass cleaner, because there was streaks all over my glass. But I always love my Sprayway glass cleaner. I've been using that for years, so I came back through on that to get the streaks off, and it looks so much better. It just does not look good after you use the Microban on it, but at least I know I was getting that disinfecting on my surface. And again, don't forget to read your labels and make sure you let it sit long enough so it can do its disinfecting, all of its disinfecting goodness. I am just spraying down my granite countertops with my Method granite cleaner. I have been using this since we moved in this house. It is my favorite spray to use on our granite counters. So if you haven't checked that out, definitely give it a try. You can get it at Grove Collaborative. I know you can get it at Target, not sure about Walmart. You can order it on Amazon. I always have it linked below as well. It's a great cleaner for granite, and my counters always look so nice after I'm done using it. Before I'd started doing my counters, I had sprayed my sink with the Microban multi-purpose spray, and then I'm coming back through so I could let that sit and disinfect my sink, and then I'm coming back through, I'm spraying it with my Dawn Power Wash, and then another extra spritz of the Microban for good measure, and then going and giving my sink just a really good scrub to just disinfect it and kind of reset it, get it all good. And then you're going to see me here, all I'm going to vacuum is just my rugs, because my Tenco iFloor 2 does not do carpets. It is only for hard surfaces. So I'm going through and vacuuming my rugs really good. And then here in just a second, you'll see my new cleaning tool. All right, here's the star of the show. This is my Tenco iFloor 2. That is the water tank that you fill up every time you use it, and then it comes with this Tenco cleaning solution. You only need 1 capful of the solution in that tank that I'm getting ready to fill, and then you fill the rest with water, and that is all you need to do to get this going and get it cleaning, and then I'll walk you through the rest of the process as we go.
Do you ever pick up on that phone? Stop pretending I don't know you're home. I guess not. Do you ever respond? Explain it all again.
All right, once you've filled the tank, you pop the water tank back in the top, and then the other little tank at the bottom, or I'm calling them tanks, containers, is going to be your dirty water that I'll show you emptying and cleaning that out in a minute. But that is all you do, is you put that capful in, fill the water tank, and you get to cleaning. I will say the first time you use this machine, it takes it a little bit to get going where the solution starts coming out. And I was kind of like, uh-oh, I've got a defective one. But it just took a few seconds, maybe a minute, to really get going. And once it got going, that was it. And then I never had that issue again. So if you're using yours for the first time, just know that it may take a second for it to get going with the solution coming out, but that is it. Then you are vacuuming and mopping at the same time, all in the same motion. You do not have to vacuum and go through and mop. And I wouldn't say that this would replace like your O-Cedar spin mop or hand mopping of any sort, but it is so nice to have for every day in between like your major mopping. And I was going to show you, this was some, I think like pizza sauce or something that had gotten on our floor, and it is just, you have to go over it a couple of times, and it has a button where it'll push out extra solution, and it also has a button that will make it spin extra for these tough spots. But as you'll see, that comes up completely, and it doesn't really even take any effort. It is just so wonderful. I had spilled, when I first used it, I was taking the tank out and I dropped the tank with all the dirty water and all the debris, but I wasn't even worried about it because all I had to do was put the tank back, the dirty water tank back on it, and I was able to suck all of that back up, and it cleaned up the mess like with no hassle. So your kids spill, you know, cereal or something all over the floor, just get your Tinco out. It will vacuum it up and mop up everything all in one. I think this is the best thing ever. It is making my life so much easier. It makes cleaning so much easier with kids, that I'm not having to do vacuuming and mopping separately. I can do it all in once. And then, like I said, ever so often you do go through and you want to do a good hand, you know, elbow grease mopping, but this just cuts down on that. And all the dirt and grime and how dirty the water gets makes me think this is awesome. It is keeping my floors so much cleaner than I was in between moppings that I didn't want to do all the time. I love my O-Cedar spin mop, don't get me wrong, but this thing is amazing. Who else is using their dining room table for their wrapping station? Anyone else? Does anyone else's dining room table look like this, or is it just mine? I have really enjoyed having all of my wrapping in one location and where I can stand up and do it. But it doesn't look so pretty, but it is what it is. This is where all the magic happens. Now you are seeing all this dirty water and grime. Now I am gonna throw away, you know, like the hair and the fibers and things that it picks up that kind of I had right there at the top, but then flushing the rest of that. Look how dirty that is. That did such an amazing job. I am just blown away. So definitely check these Tinco iFloor 2s out if you're in the market for an amazing, convenient tool that's going to help cleaning your house become so much easier. It was on a really great price when my husband got it at Walmart, so definitely check that out. Maybe watch them. If they've gone back up, watch them, because the price has dropped several times since I've been looking at them. I've been looking at them for a very long time before actually getting one for Christmas this year. So I like to do my research and see, but look at my floors. I'm losing my voice. Look at my floors and how shiny and pretty they look, and they smell amazing, and they dry so quick. So anyways, I am loving this new device, but thank you guys so much for watching. I have another video for you at the very end if you want to keep going and not lose your momentum. And until next week, friends, take care. Merry Christmas.